Hey guys, welcome back to another technical video. My name is Maz, and in this video I'm gonna walk you through GroovePages 2.0. Now you already know that Clickfunnels is launching Clickfunnels 2.0, right? But with GroovePages 2.0, it's going to be a very good fight between both the platforms because I'm gonna review both and see what are the different things they are launching and how both of them are different. But first, in this video I'm gonna walk through GroovePages 2.0, what are the changes, and towards the end I'm gonna share my views on GroovePages 2.0. So without much ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so here we are on my PC, and this is the Groove dashboard. We just need to head on to GroovePages and select any site that we want to edit. Okay, so right now this is how the UI looks like when it comes to GroovePages. Okay, this is simply the home page, and when you click on this add button you will see this section popping up. Right now this is much different than the last time, and I think it's very clean because it's like you get everything that you would want to have over here. Let's say you just want to add a header, you can just head on to the header section and just select anything. If you would want to have like alert bars at first, you can even do that. Navigation bars, you can even do that from here. So these are designer elements, right? Everything is designed, pre-designed, that you can simply click over here and it will be added, right? Just like that. But when you go to wireframes over here, this is basically the non-design items. It's just the layout, and you can design it as you would want. But I don't think this is much valuable because I think this is easy, and this is much easier when you have the design right in front of you. But wireframe works well when you are just creating mockups for different funnels. If you would want to do that, you can just get the elements, just put it together, align it, sequence it, and then you're good to go. And you can see all of these elements over here. But then comes direct response. Now this is a very good thing that they did in this update. Basically the typical sales page designs are present already pre-made over here. So you see bonus boxes, you can have just click on this bonus box. This is 1, this is 2, you can even number that, like just like over here. You can just change the number 2, run copy, and just change the bar spacing, and here you go, number 3. So you see it's already pre-designed, and all you would need to do is just drag and drop, right? So that's direct response. There are so many things you can do over here. Basically you can also have bullet lists. This is typical sales pages designs, right? It is already pre-made. Just like you can see guarantee designs over here, there are so many guarantees that you can choose from. Headlines, like alert bars and everything. You have order form blocks. This is pre-made. All you need to do is just optimize it, change the headings, change the colors, and so on. Pricing tables are also done over here. So basically you get everything. And then the pop-up sections basically contains all the pop-ups. You can have everything over here. Like there are so many options to choose from. Let's say you just want to have a feedback in the order form on the pop-up, you can do that. You're giving away something for free, so you can do that over here. So let's say that you have just made a site on Groove, and you would want an exit pop-up to show up whenever somebody exits the page, and they can download a free report. Then you can do this, right? And there is an introducing to a fan club, introducing new offers, limited time offer. So there are so many pop-ups that you can work on. It's already pre-made. All you need to do is just drag and drop, right? Mega menus basically means the small menus that show up towards the end of the websites or towards the end of funnels that you can have. Basically it's not used in funnels, it's just for the websites. You can just drag and drop from here. Okay, whenever somebody clicks on it, they will either go to another page, or it just gives them more idea about that particular product. Saved basically means all the elements that you have saved so far. Okay, how you can save it, all you need to do is just click on any element, let's say this container bar, and just favorite it, add to favorites. You can just name it, select the section. I want it to be navigation bar and name it, okay, the create element, it will be added or the element will be saved. It's that simple, right? So this is about how you can add different elements and how that's changed. But coming up to the next one, how you can add specific elements. Let's say you just create an empty block. So you just go to empty blocks, create an empty block, and you give some spacing, and drag an image. We center align it. Okay, so now there's this one thing that has changed while doing any updates. Let's say this is an image. Before, what we had is we could have changed the image from here on this menu, right? But right now what you have to do is you have to go to the settings, and over here you can add an image. Okay, let's say you want to add this, update, and then close it. You see the element is added. About the size, you can decrease the size, go to size and decrease it as you would want. And it's changed a lot from before, and it's good. It's for good because I like this UI. It's way easier. It's much like ClickFunnels, but even more customizable, right? And similarly, you can, like, for any buttons also. Let's add a button just below it. Okay, so what would happen before? We could have changed the text of the button from here, right? But right now what it asks us to do is we have to go to the settings over here, and over here we can change the text. So let's say sign up now, and then we click on update. Then it shows that the text has changed, right? You can even change the text color from here. So let's say you want green, you want yellow, or you would want white. You can change the color from there. And that's how it's done. Okay, the second one is global blocks. It's basically whenever you just save it as global style. If you can create new style, you just name it, let's say Instagram button, you save it, then we go to global style. It will show up over here. These are blocks, so whenever you save a block, it will show up right here. Okay, so you can even select this. So this is basically what you can do is you have one block, let's say the header and the footer, that remains same for all the pages of your website, right? You can have a global block over here, you can save it, and then all you would need to do is whenever you would want to create a block, so let's say, let me just show you. So this one, okay, save, we save and exit, we create a new block, global blocks. You see it's already present over here. So when we click on this, the block shows up. It's that simple, right? So basically much similar to a saved element, but in blocks, not elements, right? And after that comes the website. So over here you can see all the pages you have inside of your website. If you want to hide any pages, you can do that over here. Then funnels, like if you are creating any funnels for that particular site, you can create it here. Then webinars, if you have a webinar within this site, then you can do it here. Then pop-ups, so you just need to click on add and then you can optimize the pop-up over here. You see there are so many pre-made pop-ups that you can choose from. Then coming to the page settings, so there are so many options present over here. Page setting is specifically for the page you're currently editing. Site settings is basically for the entire website or the site that we are working on. Share site basically means sharing the site we are working on, right? When we click on this, we can add a link, and over here when we copy this and share it with somebody, they can just copy the entire site. Okay, then export site basically will allow you to export the site in a zip file, basically everything, the coding and everything you would need. Instant edit bookmarklet basically means like if you would want to create a bookmark of editing this page, then you can create it. So let's say you have been working on a funnel for a while now, let's say 10 days, and you cannot just keep going and signing up inside of your GrooveFunnels, and then you go to the site, then you come back to this particular page that you're working on. You can just click on edit bookmarklet. It will give you all the guide that you would need to do step by step, what you would need to do so that you can add a bookmark over here. And when you click on that bookmark, it will directly take you to the editable page where you can edit the page, right? So now let's talk about the page settings. Page setting is basically the page information, what's the name of this page. So let's say the funnel beasts. Click on this, the page name will change, and then favicon basically refers to this small element on top whenever it comes to a tab. And then comes the SEO. SEO indexing means if you would want people this particular page to run on SEOs, then it will show up. If you disable this, then the SEO won't work, right? Metadata specifically means you can name a title for this particular page. So let's say you are doing it for your funnel building services, so you can just type in funnel building services, your country, and so on and so forth. Now whenever somebody searches on Google, let's say funnel building services, okay, now this portion is known as a title and this is known as a description, right? So over here we can type in the title, over here we can type in the description. Keywords basically means when somebody searches small keywords, like in this case somebody is searching funnel building services, so we can type in funnel building services, then comma sales funnels, then comma. So we can differentiate different keywords by just using a comma. Just save it, then go to open graph. Open graph basically means whenever we share a link, the image that shows up and the text that shows up or the description that shows up is known as an open graph. So over here we can just have an OG image, whatever image you would want to have whenever somebody shares a link, and then the title. So basically it can be same as metadata. That's not an issue. Then coming to SEO score, this is a new addition. Basically this will show you how your SEO health is of this particular page. If people are if it's ranking well, how people are, if do you have hashtags, how it's performing, and so on and so forth, right? Then comes styling. You can choose one universal font for your entire site or entire page, right? This particular page we are working on page settings, so if you would want to have Montserrat as a page setting, like all the text that you will be adding, it will be in Montserrat. This basically allows, like, every time you create a text element, you do not have to go ahead and change the font of that particular element. This was the problem in the previous case, but right now we can just have one universal font for that particular page. Then coming to tracking codes, basically you can have your Facebook pixels and everything over here, and Google Analytics, whatever links you would need to track people, you can do it here. Redirection basically means if this page doesn't load up, then people will be redirected to an external URL, okay, or internal page, anything. You can choose a page from here as well. Okay, now just remember that selecting a page over here, since nothing is showing up, this means your site doesn't have any other page, it's just one page. But let's say your site has multiple pages, then all those pages will be showing up over here. Exit from basically means, like, if it will ask people for their permissions before they exit the page, right? Finally, page backups and save as template if you want this page to save. Site setting is basically whatever we did on page settings, it's the same in site setting but for the entire site. So if you have all the tracking codes inside of the site, every pages within it you will be able to track using the site. So whenever you are tracking individual codes, just put it over here rather than putting in the page settings, because that way you will be able to track all the pages. But sometimes Facebook needs individual tracking codes for each page, so you can do that in page settings. So styling, again, if you would want, you can have all the site styling over here as well. So let's say it's Montserrat, then all the pages within the site will be having Montserrat font style. The same with the other things. Now you can also have cookie alert. So let's say it will ask people for cookies permission, and you can do all the settings over here. You can have a description describing what type of cookies you will be accepting and so on and so forth. Alright, so that was GroovePages 2.0. I hope you liked it. Share your views below in the comment section and let me know what your views are. But in my point of view, I love it. Okay, the UI is much more convenient to work with, and I think it's much easier to make funnels and change different elements. Everything just got more easier. But I'm eager to know about what Clickfunnels 2.0 has and how is it so different than other platforms that it will stand out. This is basically something Groove did, maybe seeing Clickfunnels launching 2.0, but Clickfunnels has taken 1.5 years to launch Clickfunnels 2.0. I'm eager to see what they have in their plate as well. Looking forward to it. If you would want to know more about Clickfunnels 2.0 as well, where we compare it with GroovePages 2.0, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel to not miss that video out. And that will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Share your views in the comment section, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Till then, stay safe and keep creating for a change.